One day, a few hours left, not even closing in 2021 to go and closing 2021 and head into 2022 here. So we just want to, before I started, just want to thank you for everybody who trading with Turbo, Turbo Traders, with Bob and I and our group here. Thanks for all the help with other members as well. Been a great couple of years. For those of you who've been here with us for 2-3 years, you know how we operate. For those of you who new, welcome, and you will learn. Here, not only that you learn how to trade, but there's a big part of trading is everybody know, maybe if you haven't heard about it, 50% of it is psychology. So in psychology, it has to do with our emotion, our mindset. So Bob and I been making a lot of videos in the webinar to help us out on both sides, in the technical side and the psychology side of it. So, you know, unless you learn a lot from it, you can apply it to your trading. Each one of us came from different backgrounds and, you know, different places, but we all going through the stages of our trading career, right? So everybody have to start at some point. Same thing with Bob and I. So when we first started, we probably didn't even know what the heck is stock or trading, but then we got into it, and we learned, and just, you know, I just pay forward. If you know something, you share, and that's what I've been doing. The more things that you share with people, you know, this for me is the more fulfilling I feel personally. So it's my privilege and honor to share with all of you anything that I know, and hope that you can take it and apply it to your trading and make it a successful year here. And let's make it the best year, guys. You know, the pandemic is hopefully behind us now. You know, we've been there for 2 years now. That's a long time, right? I remember back in the 1900s, they had this Spanish flu. It was also 2 years, a year and a half, or whatever. So now we get 20 and 21. Hopefully we leaving that behind and then move forward with our life and focus on building wealth. Not for anything further ado, I just want to quickly on you know, go to disclaimer here. To make sure that we understand that this is just an education here. Let's see if we got started. How come it's not moving? How come it's not moving? Yeah, it's camera. All right, let's start it over. All right, so make sure that we understand that this information presented to you today is in the webinar, on any thing on the website that we talk about, just for educational and informational purpose only. Not an advice or recommendation to buy or sell any stock and securities. Please do your own due diligence and consult with your financial experts before making any trades on our investment. All right, so let's start it, folks. And if you have any questions along the way, please stop me. Don't hesitate. All right. I just want to wish everybody have a great new year here coming up. So make sure we are doing our parts as a persons, family members, and ourselves, and to take care of ourselves first, so that we can take care of others, right? It two parts in our life. I see in our trading career, you know, with the healthy habits, build a healthy life. Everybody probably know that. Trading practices will make you a more successful trader and building wealth. It's probably common sense, but not many of us can practice this. Let's go over this. So instead of making a New Year resolution, people tend not to keep it. You know, let's say you want to lose 10 pounds or 20 pounds. you probably hit the gym for a week or 2 weeks, and after that, kind of winding down, and you're not doing much, and then you come back, you gain those weight back right away, right? So for me personally, I learned from the past, and so I'm not doing any New Year resolution, but I will make promises to myself, because I believe when we make promise to ourselves and to our family, we more likely will deliver it. Because we declare it, we make publicly, we'll deliver promises instead of just doing resolution and we never follow through it. Okay, so let's start with our body, right? Our physical body, our health. The reason I'm doing this is I think everybody in the same shoes with me. In the last couple of years, in the last whatever your life been for me, in the last 40 years or whatever, we've been um, eating food and things that have been taken in our body. A lot of the food that we eat in here in the US has been banned by the European Unions and Australia and elsewhere, but we still eating them. The FDA approved, that doesn't mean it's good. The FDA, I'm not talking about them, but whoever had a big pile of money can influence it. So we need to, I start to learn that in the last few months here, because I've been having some issue last years, and it's just it boiled down to what we intake every day, the food that we eat, the thing that we drink every day. It affects our body physically, mentally, and spiritually. So let's start the year 2002. We do massive changes. Okay, guys, massive. When I say massive, that we have to be in really taking big time. No hesitation, no looking back. So let's take a look at what we're gonna do. All right. So this is I promised to myself here, and I think you probably want to make a note of it. If you're doing the same, let's say we can all do together here. I promise to eat healthy food, stay away from processed food, high sugar, corn, fructose syrups, and high fat and fried foods. All the food in the US here, we eat what? Hamburger, hot dogs, fried, heavy fried food, everything fried, everything fried. It go into our body. What it does in our body, it distracts our digestive system, and our gut health. Now, everybody probably know, right? If you can start maybe looking at some information online. The person that I was listening to and follow is Dr. Michael Hyman, Hyman. He talked a lot about this. You're taking all these syrups, high sugar, fried food. It kills your digestive system. It take out the microbiomes in your gut system. Your gut is our second brain. Right? Our gut have direct relationship with our brain. So anything that we take in will affect our mind, and if it affect our mind, then we cannot focus on our trading, and we can make stupid decisions on the trade. So I mean, it's all related, right? So first we have to take care of our body. So I promised to myself, I'm not gonna rely on FDA or CDC or whoever. Right? I have to take my health back, control back. Okay, I take my health back under my own control. I will take control of it. I don't let anybody else control my health but myself. And not the doctor, not the CDC, not the FDA, not the big wealthy conglomerates out there that recommend you to eat certain food. Some of the food actually bad for you to directly actually recommend it, like the yogurt with high fructose on it, corn syrup in it. Those are bad for you. There's no micronutrients in it at all. So I decided to make a massive change in my diet. And it doesn't take a lot of money to do this. Okay, everybody can buy some healthy food and avoid these food that we taking every day. Okay, and I promised to myself to exercise regularly. All right, we at least 3 times a day and at least 30 minutes a day. That's for me, but you can make your own schedule. But we have to put on our schedule now, our phone alert, and to remind us until we get into the routine. All right, so until we get into the routine. So exercise regularly. If you live in the South where you can get out, and go outside and exercise. But uh, those who live in the north and winter, I mean, you gotta get some membership, but you can have your stuff at home. Treadmills or weight lifts at home. But do some exercise. Running is the number one. I would, if you could do running, that would be best. That's why I decided to do. So eat good food and exercise regularly. And the third one is for our spiritual health. I promise to connect to my friends and family on a regular basis. Call and talk to somebody once a week. Your long lost cousin that you don't talk to because he or she might be, a lousy talkers or whatever. Connect to them. Since let's say hi, say hello. To your in-laws, even you don't, really love them so much or whatever, right? Call your in-law, make sure you're, check on them to see if they're doing well. And then number 4, taking vitamin daily, right? Taking vitamin daily is crucial, especially us here in the northern hemisphere. We are totally lack of vitamin D. And the people who have a darker skin, you don't absorb much of the vitamin D in your body, even though you get in the sun. So a lot of us lack of vitamin D. But here, take a look at this. I put it on the side here. The food and the vitamin for our body, okay? And what is this in our mind here? Okay, we do both at the same time. Will affect our body and also affect our trading. So our build our in the progress of building wealth. We need all of these. All right. So what is the vitamin A? All right. So everybody know probably vitamin A is a fat soluble vitamin that's naturally present in our food, but you can take it through the vitamin that is important for your normal vision, the immune system, the reproduction system. For the ladies, vitamin A, and you're the man, definitely you need both. If you haven't had kids yet, you gotta have vitamin A. Make sure you don't lack of it, right? Vitamin A also, help your heart, our lungs, our kidneys, and other organs to work properly, right? In terms of the mind, we will go talk about it later. But the vitamin B, what is that? It's a vital role in maintaining our health, our well-being. It's a building blocks and healthy body. It has a direct impact on our energy level and brain functions and cell and the cell and our cells growth. It prevent infections and promote cell health. Our cells in our body, they've been talking about a lot about the T cell now that that help you to prevent coronavirus with the T cell. So this vitamin B can help them to develop different vitamin B, vitamin B2, vitamin B1, vitamin B12. And what about vitamin C? Everybody probably know that, right? It's helping to protect your cells, keeping you healthy, maintaining your skin health, blood vessel, bones, and cartilage. So vitamin C is vital. How about vitamin D? Right? We talked about it earlier. A lot of us are lack of vitamin D because our skin color and pigment are now living in the northern hemisphere here. But vitamin D is a calcium absorption to help the immune function and protect our bones and building our muscle and our heart health. So we need to have those. We can get from the sunlight, or if we don't have, we have to get from the vitamin, the pills, right? And vitamin E is the fat soluble vitamin. It's helped to act as an antioxidant and fight against the free radicals and to repair our damaged cells. So vitamin E is pretty helpful for our body. And last but not least, vitamin K. People don't talk about it anymore because they changed the name, I guess. But not a whole lot. But but the vitamin K help to prevent blood clot, bone grow, regulating your blood calcium levels. Vitamin K. You don't hear that much, but there's out there. And vitamin G, they don't say the vitamin G anymore, but it's changed the name to vitamin B2. So that vitamin B2 is help to lower our blood pressure, improve immune function, help you to sleep better. Definitely everybody need to have a regular sleep, and better sleep habit can really help us to have a great day. Every day we wake up in the morning. It also reduces anxiety, depression. So vitamin B2 is help as the old name vitamin G. Right. So in our mind, what do we do? Right. We need to have this in our 2022, guys. Okay. We need the vitamin C, confidence in our trading. We need to have vitamin K. Before we have vitamin C, we need to have vitamin K. We have to study, get some knowledge, right? Get some knowledge so we can feel confidence, right? And then we need to have vitamin D, our discipline. We got to be disciplined on our trading. If the stock present a great patterns that we trade, we technically trade, but it's just lousy. It doesn't have any pattern, doesn't have any setup. Just avoid it. So you can jump in, jump out, just like make most of the time we could be losing it. We make a loss, not the winning trade. So you may be lucky one time or something, but most of the time on if you calculate all the look at all the trades that we make, then we jump in here and there without any patterns, without any setup. We don't have discipline. The total loss losing trades is more than the total winning trade. So we don't want to deal with that. And vitamin A, we have to commit it to take actions on it. Take an action. Let's say you have a workable patterns, right? A nice patterns, a nice setup. Just take actions on it. Start with small size. Okay, why not? Don't be afraid. Just take actions on it. All right, and also we want to do practice. If we don't know how to trade this and we're not sure, we not really have enough vitamin C's and our confidence in us, and doing practice on your tradings in the paper money platform. A lot of the brokers provide us that, so you can do that. Take actions on it. Take action with your vitamin A. Take actions on it, even the small size and your real money, or do a practice on the paper trading platform. All right, so but take action on it so we can build, we can increase our vitamin C, which is confidence. All right. So and vitamin E, excellent, committed to excellent. Committed to excellent, extraordinary. Right. We are all regular people, right? But we want to be an extraordinary. No, nothing wrong with it, because a lot of us feel inferior because of our past experience or whatever, scared because of our past experience. Let it behind us. Okay, we committed to have more vitamin E this year in 2022. Commit to excellence. Whatever we do, we will try the best about our best. Try to do the best we can. Right, and then vitamin G, last but not least, was a B2. Always practice our gratitude. Every morning I get up and I thank the Lord, thank the higher power, thank the universe, thank the families, friends, thank for being around me, thank for the air that we breathe in every day. You don't want to take that for granted. After you have a coronavirus or you get infected by COVID-19, you probably appreciate more to breathe in the air, right? For those of you who got COVID-19, you have appreciate how much the air is for your lung. It's incredible experience. All right, so it practice gratitude. If you talk to people who are successful, they practice gratitude. Doesn't matter how much money they have, how big of a position they have. People practice gratitude. We increase our confidence, we appreciate what we have so we can do better, not take it for take it for granted, or we not take things for complacency, right? So we can do more. We grateful for what we have, grateful for what we have accomplished, and grateful to people who helping us. So for me, that's what I'm going to be doing this year, 2022. And I hope that you guys can, you folks, ladies and gentlemen, can apply this into your life. All these vitamins, A, B, C, D, E, K, and G, we need all of it. We need to have the breakthrough. But the final thing I want to talk about is the vitamin B. In order for us to have a breakthrough of 2022, okay, the vitamin B here, breakthrough, all right? Doesn't matter what happened in the past, in the last 10 years, 20 years that you've been trading, or in the last 2 months if you started, you're a new trader. Everybody needs a breakthrough this year, okay? I want to have a breakthrough this year as well, okay? In order for us to have a breakthrough this year, we have to have other components. We have to have vitamin A, C, D, E, K, and G, so that we can get a vitamin B working for us. Had a breakthrough this year with set up for a good habit in our life, our life habit, and also our trading habits, so that we can have a breakthrough this year. Okay, so what we need in breakthrough depends on each of us have a different goals, right? A breakthrough for this year for some people maybe making daily $200 daily. For some of you making, you said you want to make $500 daily. For some of you, you said make $2,000 daily, whatever that amount is. Okay, it's a breakthrough. All right, so you set your goal and work on it. But we need to have some kind of vision, some kind of set stones, and some realistic number, so that we can break through the obstacles or whatever that have been holding us back, and start to accomplish something that will build up our confidence, right? By focusing some of the trading strategies that I will talk in next year. Okay, so everybody got that, right? You need to have these vitamins, folks. Okay, one for our body and the other one for our mind. All right, so this is the do's and the don'ts that I just list a few of you. Some of you maybe have more than this, but if you can focus on this, that you can promise yourself, we promise ourselves to do these and don't do this stuff, these items here, then we probably almost get to, to help us to have the breakthrough 2022. The first do is that I have a trading plan and trade that plan. Every time we take a trade, make sure we have a trading plan. We know where we enter the trade, we know where we exit the trade, and scale out and scale in or whatever that you want to do, but you have to have a trading plan. We know, so that we can avoid fake out, avoid the stop out, so don't just trade in ticks by ticks. Just if you have a trading plan, let's say we have 1-to-3 ratio, 1-to-4 ratio, 1-to-2 ratio. We have a trading plan with entry and exit, and we stick to the plan. However, we're watching the price action to see how it go. Sometimes we have, lately you can see, they do fake out, they flush it right back down, or they come down, they have a fake drop. A short trap, and then they take the stock right back up after they took out your stop loss. That's why you can have a trading plan so you can avoid those moves and cut loss quickly. Okay, so if our stop loss hit, we have to honor it. All right. So let's say the stock come down to our stop loss and then it's starting to going down. If we don't cut loss, we hoping that the stock will come back. A lot of time it will continue to go down, go the opposite direction. And then if we do a dollar averaging, like Kathy Wood does, then you get stuck in the trade for years. All right. You don't want to do that. Define your trading time frame. Are we doing day trading, or are we doing swing trade? Are we investing long term? For me, doing day trade, I don't want to average down. All right, you can get out of trade quickly and then deep buy later. If we can see it coming back, we can deep buy later. So cut loss quickly. Don't hold and hope. Okay, we don't want to be a back holder. It's okay for those single guys, you know, you go shopping with your girlfriend, you hold the bag for your girlfriend, it's okay, right? You're being a gentleman. But in trading, you don't want to do that, okay? And it's okay for you to be a gentleman when you hold the bags for, you know, Gucci bags, or, you know, for your girlfriend, you know, shopping at the high-end store. It's okay walking around the mall holding the bags for her, but don't hold it back in trading, please, okay? The back in tradings are not good, all right? They have an empty bottom, all right? So, and then the third one, taking profit along the way while letting the winners win. So when we get into trades and it going in the right direction, as Bob's always say, if it's stay in the trend, stay in the trade, right? But we, as a consistent, to be a consistent winner, we need to take profit along the way. Right? Don't try to go hee-haw cowboy style, and then suddenly they flush it right back down, and then you lose all the profit and maybe lose some more. Right? So it's always, you never go broke, you know, by taking some profit along the way. Right? So those are the do's. And the 4-1, focus on a few stock and winning strategies. Okay, and winning strategy. So focus on few stocks, just 1 or 2, 3, whatever that is, that in your capacity, depending on how much experience you have. Focus. You don't let it disturb you so much. You know, if you got a bunch of stock that you're watching 5, 6, 7 at the same time, how are you gonna focus? And just pick a couple of winners. So right here, Bob and I help to guide you guys in a couple of stocks, and we trade. We focus on, like today with NTRB, was one focus on it. Just focus on that stock and make make the big make the most out of it. And then focus on the winning strategy. Looking at you got to go back and look at your trade journals to see which one that you've been doing good. Have you been doing what strategy that you've been doing? Is that you're doing breakout trading? You're doing bounce play trading? Are you trading the trend? What patterns is that? Is that inside a candle, or is it a ascending triangle breakout? Is that a bull wedge breakout? Is that what patterns is that? Is it a cup and handles? Is that a reverse head and shoulder? So you got to find out where your niche, okay, by looking at your journal. For those of you who knew it, you don't know what it is, you got to study what those are. We have a lot of videos talking about it. Bob has a bunch of videos talking different patterns, different strategies. So learn, gain some knowledge, get some vitamin K in you first. All right, vitamin K knowledge, guy, before you, and then practice this in your on your paper money first. And then trade the winning patterns. Trade the winning patterns and avoid the rest. You don't have to trade every single one that pop up. Okay. So these are the promises that I want to do this year. As always, if you can do these do's here, it will help you. It will help you. I guarantee it. You'll be at the 75 percentiles of the winners if you can do these. Okay. You need the vitamin D for that discipline. All right. Vitamin D for the discipline, stay in the do, so you get discipline. You need a whole bunch of vitamin Ds, all right? And then these are the don'ts here. FOMO, no, fear of missing out. Don't get hooked into FOMO. If you're late, I'd rather wait for a pullback. If watching the price action, and that probably requires some experience. And if you need help, let us know. Sometimes I see the stock already pop, but I still can jump in because I see the price action. I'm watching it, and to see and certain and looking at the next resistance where they are at, and the support below that where it is. I'm calculating in my head quickly to see what my risk and reward ratio. If it's still the risk and reward ratio is still good, I jump in, and as long as the price action supported it. But if it's too far, the risk to reward ratio doesn't offer me too much risk and little reward, I'm not gonna get in. I'm gonna wait for a pullback or maybe for the next breakout level. All right. So fear of missing out, you try to avoid it. Don't get hooked in it. And the fear of losing. This is a lot of people get in it because of fear of losing, because that's we have we lost in the past, and that's trade. Now we see that stock or that trades again, set up again, we fear it. If the risk and reward is there, and the patterns is there, and the price actions is there, I'm not gonna be a fear of losing. Because a lot of time we let the fear of losing overtook the joy of winning. All right. And so when the stock just go up a little bit, we win maybe 10 cents or something, we start to lack in profit right away. And we didn't wait until for the trades actually to materialize and then win more. So focus on the excitement of winning instead of focus on the fear of losing. Right? Number 3, fear of taking profit. If you have profit, don't be afraid to take it. People are greedy. Instead of say greedy here, I don't want to say that, but Sam is being greedy. Fear of taking profit. You are so greedy. You want it to be, making, a big bank on it. Have a swing for the fences. Right? So I rather take the profit along the way, and if it come back down and the right support area, I can maybe scaling back again. All right. So it's always a chance for us to come back and go back and take another trade. Why nobody prevent you to take another trade. All right. And then the 4th one, the fear of past experience. This is holding us back because of that past experience. We lose a big time. So that's my own experience. I lost a big loss on I had a few years ago. I had a big loss on OSDK. I shorted it, and the stock keep popping. I keep averaging up, and it keep going popping. I ended up losing 5 figures on that, quite a bit. Not 5, let's put it that way, but almost half of a 6-figure on that trade. So from the experience, so every time I see OSDK, I'm just gotta remember that it's past experience, and I didn't want to trade it. That you don't want to get into that situation. Don't let the experience, past experience bother you or holding you back. So I learned that lesson. So I'm telling myself, a new trade is a new trade, right? Nothing related or connected to the past trade. It's another trade, it's a different trade, it's totally new. And fear of manipulation. This is the thing here. Sometimes we see the stocks, pop up and down, and we have to evaluate it instead of afraid of somebody can manipulate it. I talk a lot about this, you're in the trade because I see it, how they do it, so that okay. But we don't assume it, right? So don't let these fear holding us back from taking the trades or making a winning trade. So learn how to get rid of these fear by focus on the positive side of it. And focus on the technical part of it. Try to detach our emotion away from the trade by sticking with the trading plan. Okay. So that is what I have for the presentation today. I do have another one on Tuesday that I like to do to follow this presentation today, just to share with you. But I want to get this out before the new year for you folks. Okay, make sure that we have the plan. Just write out something. If you don't write it down on your plan, you're not gonna do it. So write it down on a piece of paper. If you don't, I like to write it down on my notebook and paper so that I have in front of me. Even though you have this computer, you have all these electronic now, but something that you can post in front of you, that you can see it. So make sure we got enough vitamins, folks, ladies and gentlemen. All right, doesn't matter how young you are, you need all these vitamins, for both for the body and the mind. All right, so I promise to myself, my family, and to you guys, the people I work with, we need to get this promise in. We need to stay healthy by eating the food that we have. The nice thing about living in the democratic country is that nobody forces you to eat anything, okay? Or nobody forces you to do anything that you don't want to do. So we have the power, the freedom to choose, all right? So we make sure we choose the right food to eat, do exercise regularly, connect to our friends. Nobody prevent you to talk to your friend. Even you say you criticize the politician, nobody gonna do anything to you unless you live in the communist country where you say something bad about the president or the vice premier, you got in trouble. But connect to your friend, talk out anything, to connect to your friends and family. And of course, taking those vitamins, we definitely need these vitamins, because a lot of the food these days, they put preservative and stuff in there. Doesn't the preservative prevent the food break down in your body, and then it's go in, go out, or even turn into fat, right? So you don't get these those vitamins much anymore unless you have your own farm and grow your own food, so you eat all organic food. The actual vitamin will help our body, and also the vitamin for the mind. Okay, in order for us to have the breakthrough 2022, we need to have all these vitamin in us. Be disciplined, confidence. All right, got to learn some knowledge. We'll get some vitamin K, practice gratitude, and take actions. All right, guys. Happy New Year, and till then, enjoy yourself. Make sure have the plan for 2022. Thank you, everybody.